Hi, my name is Federica Williams. I am a native of Greenwood, Mississippi, home of the Delta. I also received my Bachelor's of Science degree from Mississippi Valley State University in mass communication, emphasis in journalism. I also just like to pride myself on being a hard worker, a dedicated worker. And I also like to pride myself on just being a go-getter, meaning that I go above and beyond, and I go through any holes, any loops necessary to get the job done and to get what I need to get. Being from a small town really just teaches you, really humbles you, really just teaches you how to just, I guess you would say, work from a place of lack. So nothing really bothers me. I learned how to just work around things and still get the job done. Why should you guys hire me? You guys should hire me because, like I just stated, I'm a very hard worker, and I also am well experienced in journalism and anchoring. During my undergrad years and during my high school years, I interned for a local news station in my hometown, which was just by far one of the greatest gifts, one of the most greatest thing I ever done, because I would have never known that things that I would have to do or face in the workforce were things, or even learn in the workforce, would be things that I already had gotten in my early years that I didn't even have to get. I chose to do the intern. So that was just, like I said, one of the greatest things, one of the greatest decisions I ever made for myself. What are your greatest strengths? My greatest strength is the ability to not so much compromise, but the ability to go against my bias. Being in news, being in journalism, sometimes and oftentimes you deal with a lot of bias ways. You deal with a lot of things that may be against things you believe in, maybe against you as a whole, but you have to learn how to deal with it because it's a very complex business, a very, very complex business. So you have to learn how to put personal from work, learn how to put your needs aside, learn how to not so much put your needs aside, but learn how to negotiate, learn how to be like, it's not about me, be rational and think about the word as a whole, not about just you and what you believe in. What are some of my greatest weakness? Some of my greatest weakness have to be still be getting in front of the camera. Even though I think I'm very great in, and people think I'm very great at it, I still get very, very nervous in front of the camera, and I myself am very hard on myself because I think it's noticeable, but a lot of people say it's not. But that's why I work very hard so I can really, really get comfortable in front of the camera because it's my job, and I don't want to have to put on a persona. And sometimes we say do what works for you, but I really want to be comfortable in front of the camera and just give people my authentic self. What are my salary expectations? My salary expectations is negotiable. It really is negotiable because, like I said, I have a lot of job experience, so it's negotiable. Why do you want this job? I want this job because it's everything I hoped for as a child, everything I hoped for in my undergrad career, everything I hope for now. It's like the next level of broadcasting. It's like there's so many opportunities with this job. It's so complex, and I just admire and I just adore complexity and transparency. This job, just from researching, just from talking to people, it's just so transparent, and I just totally admire transparency. People who are able to just adapt, like I said, adapt. Being from a small town has taught me to adapt, and that transparency is the number one goal in any job, but especially for, like I said, the news and broadcasting. How do I handle stress and pressure? I handle stress and pressure by just always remembering that there's something bigger than me, and that whatever situation or whomever put me under or has me stressed or feeling pressure, that they're a person too, or it's just a thing, it's just a season. This too shall pass, the stress shall pass. So I handle it just by knowing that this is only for a season, and if I'm here, it has to be for a reason. So I really don't get stressed a lot, but when I do, like I said, I always have a talk with God and myself and be like, it's only for a season, so whatever I can get good, pull good, and not so much is good. Whatever bad is from it, it's for my good. So that's how I deal with pressure. Why do I think I'm the best candidate for this job? I think I'm the best candidate for this job because I do have the experience. I've said that, and I am a very dedicated worker. I have had so many jobs, not so many. I have had jobs that has prepared me for such a time as this, and I just be honest. You work throughout your career, throughout your undergrad year, your high school year. This you work hard to get to that big moment, and lots of people say that first impression is your last impression, and I really believe that. And like I said, I work hard to get to this very moment, and I promise, if you guys hire me, you will not regret it. You will gain. You will gain from me. You really will gain from me, and I will bring my best self to this company every day. I will put my best foot forward because I know this is an elite job, broadcasting job. So I would not take that lightly. And I just thank you guys for just giving me this opportunity to even come in you guys such a grand present. I do not take it lightly, and I am just so honored to be here. And again, I just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.